What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today, guess what I just got in? Oh yeah, so this video is going to be a header install, and I'm going to take you guys through all the steps of installing your headers, because as you know from previous videos, the headers in this car are cracked right now, like one of the welds. So I got them to warranties are great. Got a new header for free from Hard Motion, which is like, they sell Skunk 2 products. So without further ado, here's how to install Skunk 2 Alpha Series headers, NVIDIA headers, Buddy Club headers. They're all pretty much the same. So here's a tutorial on how to do that. And this car already has race headers on it, but there's only a couple different steps to removing your stock headers. So stay tuned for those steps, and here we go. So the first step here is you're gonna need 2 jack stands and a jack, because you're gonna have to jack up the front of your car to get under it. So I'll be back when I'm done with that. Yet again, if you don't know how to jack up a car, you probably shouldn't be doing this. Take it to somebody who knows what they're doing. But once you get your car jacked up, I'm gonna go ahead and take my 2 front wheels off, because this car, like I said, the Rice Mobile came with no wheel liners on the inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and put those on anyways. So it makes it easier too if you just take your front wheels off. So I'm gonna take my front wheels off and I'll be right back with you. Extra tip: if you don't have an air gun, you're gonna need to break your wheel lugs while the tires are still on the ground, but don't take them completely off. Nothing like air tools. Alright, so once you've got your wheels off, which is an optional step, go up here and you're gonna need to pop your hood, and then this plastic piece is gonna have to come off. In order for this plastic piece to come off, there's gonna be a little plastic clip right here, a little plastic clip right here. Then all you really do is you just gotta pop it up like that. And be careful on this side, because it does have the windshield wiper fluid little hose in here. So then you just wanna lightly pull it off. And what I like to do is just set it right up above the windshield wipers, and you see that little hose right there. Don't pull that off. So once you get that guy off, normally there's a heat shield here, but this car doesn't have one for some reason, because Ricer Life, you know. So in order to get this, there's normally a black heat shield right here. So then you're gonna have one, I believe 1, and then 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's gonna be 9 bolts that you have to pull out, and then that metal heat shield should just slide right out. Then you can access your headers from the backside. Next step, let your headers cool off before you burn yourself. Good tip. So once you've disconnected the heat shield and the plastic piece from up top, you're gonna come under your car and you're gonna disconnect your, well, personally mine's a catback exhaust, so no cat. You're going to disconnect your exhaust from your headers. So how to do that is there's 3 bolts, 1, 2, and then 3. They're really obvious, like you can't miss them. So you're going to go ahead and disconnect those guys, and then I also, to help me a little bit on this catback exhaust, it has this little clamp, and I disconnect that and disconnect this pipe right here. Alright, so once you're done removing your exhaust right here, see how it's all wobbly, you know, you're going to need to remove both the O2 sensors, which this one I like to remove first over here. I don't know if you can see that right now. They're super noticeable. They're just there's only 2 plugs that go into your headers. So you need to remove both of these O2 sensors, which sometimes can be a pain in the butt, but comes out like that. You can see it hanging down there. And then you're going to need to remove this other O2 sensor right here, which I like to drop the headers first before I do that. So once you've got your exhaust disconnected, you're going to need to go back up to the top of the car and remove the headers from the backside, which me and you both can't see them. You know, you're doing this pretty much blindly and by feel, but you'll see on the new headers that there's 2 on the top, which these are going to be nuts, and then 3 on the bottom, 1 and then 2 and then 3 down here, which this is going to be the hardest one. You're going to need an extension for that, but those 3 on the bottoms are bolts, and then these 2 guys are nuts. So you're pretty much just going to have to reach back here in the car and then feel. That's what I do pretty much. It's a great process right here. one day. Alright guys, so as you can possibly see under there, I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but the headers are, yeah, you can see it. The headers are free hanging from the back of the motor. And I went ahead under here and disconnected the other O2 sensor, so now they're just free hanging there. Now the hardest part here is getting them out. Now these particular headers don't go in or out, and so the way that I get them in is I actually lower the subframe, but do not drop the subframe, or else you're gonna be in a world of trouble. All right, so for the subframe, as you see right beside this air intake right here, you have one 17 millimeter, and then right up here, number 2, and then all the way way in the back is number 3. It's also 17 millimeter. Do not remove the little smaller ones around here. And then it's the exact same on the other side. So don't remove these bolts all the way, or else you're gonna have a subframe drop onto you. So as you can see, I pulled these bolts out just a little bit there. And then you can see right through this nice big hole your headers go. And the hardest part, you really just have to mess with it. Like, you just gotta go back and forth with it, and then they will come out eventually. Common sense, guys. You gotta make sure you're watching out for your like shifter linkage and this wiring harness over here. Those guys get kind of in the way, but yeah. So they should come right out once you lower the subframe a little bit, but do not pull these out, or else you're gonna be in a world of trouble if the subframe falls down. So I'm gonna go and slide the new headers in and show you guys what happened to these headers. Look at this, cracked all the way around, cracked on half of this one, cracked on like a quarter of this one. You guys probably can't see that. And then this one's all the way cracked on the top too. Like, what the heck happened to these headers? But no worries, got the brand new headers, and what you're gonna have to do to the brand new headers is pull these 2 little bolts out right here. And the defouler should come in the package. So then this guy pretty much screws on here like this, and then your O2 sensor goes in there. When the defouler is installed, should look like that right there. I angled upwards like that so the O2 sensor has a nice place to come out of it. So now we just have to slide the new headers in, and do not forget, put a new gasket in there. Please ignore this piece. This is not important. You do not need this. Just throw that to the side. If you have an 8th gen Civic Si, you will not need that. I don't even know why they include it. Okay, so I just slid the new headers in and put the new gasket on. Which is the gasket, this is the old one, but you gotta make sure when you put this gasket on, it will not go on unless this side right here is on this side of the motor. So this comes on like this, right there. And then, yeah, so pretty simple. And then, so now next is connect both the O2 sensors back up, and then push the headers on and get a bolt in, and then tighten them down. Alright, so the next thing, these little guys right here, which come off the old headers, you're going to need to put the adapter on. So this is going to connect to the exhaust side, and this is going to connect to the things on the headers right here, the little adapter plate. And don't forget that this little seal right here that it comes with, this guy's gonna slide on pretty much just like that, and that's gonna make sure you have a good, nice seal. All right, guys. Well, we got the top of the headers on, all 5 bolts in, and then you just have to connect the exhaust back the way that you undid it. So that's about it for the headers. Please go down below and hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you on the next video.